Hey guys, this is Logan coming at you from Hunting Pros, and today I'm going to be answering a question that I've been asked by a lot of fellow YouTubers and I've been asked by a lot of people in general. So the question is, what gun would I like to have on me in the case of a survival situation? Now, whether that being I have to bug out or if I was just stuck in the woods for a night, what gun would I prefer to have on me? Now, before I start this video, I'd just like to stress that this is my own personal opinion, okay? It has nothing to do with what you guys think. Has nothing to do with what I've heard. It's my own personal opinion based off of experience. That's it. So if you don't agree with me, feel free to leave a comment and explain to me why. I'd love to hear feedback. You know, maybe you could even persuade me a little bit. I'm just stressing my own opinion here. So, for me, the gun I'd want to have on me in the case of a survival situation would be a .22 long rifle. And here's an example of one here. It's a Ruger 1022 semi-automatic. Comes with a 10-round magazine. Flip-up sights. I've done a review on this gun, so guys, feel free to check out that video too. I'm also an owner of two other .22 long rifles, this being one of them. This is a Globe Arms, very cheap gun. I mean, I got it for like 60 or 70 bucks at a gun store years ago. .22 long rifle, has a magazine on it. I haven't had one problem with this gun at all, by the way, guys. And I also have a Cooey bolt-action gun too. I don't have it here with me. It's still in the gun cabinet, and I just didn't feel the need to bring it. So these are just some pretty basic examples of a .22 long rifle. So reason number one to why I chose the .22 long rifle as a survival weapon of choice is based off the fact that the ammunition wouldn't take up a lot of room in a backpack. Take a look at this. This is a .308 round. It's 150 grains, and lugging around a couple hundred of those would take up quite a bit of room in a pack. And that's the same for a .30-30. And if you look at the difference between a .30-30 and a .308, I mean, there is a bit of difference. But, I mean, either way, it's going to weigh you down. And yes, this has much more stopping power than the .22, and so does the .30-30. But, in the case of a survival situation, it might be too much to lug around. On the other hand, this is a .22 long rifle, and compared to a .30-30, compared to a .308, it is a rather small round. Now, this is a 40 grain CCI, and it's not a Stinger, it's a standard velocity, but I mean, you could put a couple thousand of these in a backpack before you could put like 200 of these in a backpack. So I mean, the difference is really there. You kind of got to think like, I could carry a lot more rounds, which in long term could result in, you know, a lot more meat on the table. Do you know what I mean? There's stories of people during the Great Depression taking down deer, taking down hogs, taking down anything really with a .22 long rifle. And with proper shot placement, I'm sure that's possible. Of course, it wouldn't have the same stopping power as a .308 or a .30-30, but I mean, if you had to do it, shooting a deer in the head with a .22 or shooting a hog or something in the head with a .22, I'm sure would stop it. Another reason to why I chose the .22 long rifle as a survival tool is based off the fact that it's dirt cheap. The ammunition is extremely cheap, actually. Right here you're looking at 50 rounds of Federal .22 ammunition. I bought it at Walmart for $3 and some odd cents. You can't beat that. That is 50 rounds. This is what it looks like out of the box. 50 rounds, they're hollow point. For $3, that's insane. So when you compare this here to like a .308 shell, look at that difference. I could fit one of these, maybe 2 boxes of these, in my pocket. No problem while I'm out hunting. That's 50 to 100 rounds I could just have shoved in my pockets. Could not do that with .308, .30-30, or any other round really. So you're looking at a lot of rounds that you can possibly carry, and you're also looking at cost efficiency. Thirdly, another reason that would make me choose a .22 long rifle as a survival tool is based off the fact that the guns themselves are extremely cheap. Now, this is a Ruger 1022 with a synthetic stock and blued barrel. Once again, I've done a review on this gun, so feel free to check it out. These guns are cheap. I got in and out of the door for around 250 bucks with this gun. It cycles every time, no problems at all with this gun. You can get detachable magazines that are much bigger than this one. This is just a 10 round. You can get 30, even 50, even 100 rounds in magazines to put in these guys. And they don't really jam. I haven't had any problems. I've heard of guys saying that they had jams and stuff, but that was usually in aftermarket magazines and stuff. So if you're buying other magazines, make sure to check out which magazines you're buying. But overall, 22 long rifles, the guns themselves are pretty cheap. Lastly, 22 long rifles are extremely light guns. Whether it be my Ruger 1022, my Cooey downstairs, or this Globe Firearms bolt action gun here, the guns are extremely light. So, I mean, whether it be in a bug out situation where you need to sling a gun over your shoulder and get the hell out, or whether it be you're stuck in the woods somewhere, you're not going to have to worry about a heavy gun over your shoulder, because the 22 long rifle itself, the gun is not a heavy gun, and others the ammunition. So that makes it very portable and very easy, you know, to take wherever you want to take it. So I hope you enjoyed my video, guys. If you didn't agree with anything I said, feel free to leave a comment. And if you did agree, of course, feel free to leave a comment. And hope you guys tune in. If you are interested in my channel, please subscribe. Thanks, guys.